It's my entourage.
What's up, SSM? I'm Martin, and today we got another ministry. You dropped your controller again. We have the magical Matt Armendarez. Gosh, I practiced his name, and then I flubbed it in the intro. Matt Armendarez. Say your name. Oh my gosh.
Armendarez.
Armendarez. I knew that. I promise I knew that. Martin, I said it earlier on camera. Use that footage. Armendarez?
Yeah, Armendarez.
Armendarez. Matt, thanks for being here, dude. We're excited to have you on and excited that your last name is much more complicated than long. What's your background on video games? Like, do you play a lot of video games actively when you're a kid? Like, what's video games for Matt look like?
Pokemon on the Game Boy Color.
Okay, real quick, because this is actually a very big debate in the youth. What is the best type, and who's your favorite Pokemon?
I'm no doubt a fire type guy.
Mm-hmm.
I also like the fighting type, but Charizard. Favorite
Charizard?
Pokemon for sure.
So what about like nowadays? Do you still play video games? What you got?
So I was a PlayStation kid growing up though. So I played, Tomb Raider, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, the classics there.
Shout out to Crash.
Yes, absolutely. But then I converted to the dark side. I got a 360 when it came out. I was in 8th grade. And big into Halo, Gears of War, Call of Duty, all that. I still play Xbox now. I have an Xbox One. Gamer tag is clearance item. 2 different words there.
I'll put it up for him.
Yeah, sign me up there. I'll play anything. I'm on Gears of War Ultimate Edition right now, though. There's no Yoshi Cup.
There's not a thing.
It's in the hacked edition, okay?
There's not a hacked edition.
Why are you tapping A?
So I want to go fast. I gotta go fast.
What's up?
Matt, what's your testimony? How'd you get saved, man?
Okay,
oh my gosh.
Right, so my parents got divorced when I was really young, and that actually had a bigger impact on me than I, ever thought. Kind of grew up 2 different kind of situations, I guess. My mom remarried, and she kind of represented for me just a normal white middle-class family.
Mm-hmm.
And then my dad, on the other hand, was just going through some tough times, and life just looked a lot different when I was with him. And I suffered kind of from, having some identity crisis. My dad's Hispanic, my mom's white, and so I never kind of knew who I was supposed to be. Like, what are my friends supposed to be like? Are they supposed to be, am I supposed to hang out with the Hispanic kids? Am I supposed to hang out with the white kids? So there's some like racial kind of misunderstandings and of my identity there. And then also, I had somewhat Christian background with my mom. I didn't really grow up in church, but with my dad, it was nothing at all,
Yeah.
So, what's up, second place?
That's not bad.
And I knew that like God was real. I knew Jesus died on a cross. Like, I just thought that was kind of normal. Like, everyone, everyone knows that. It didn't really affect the way that I lived my life. Jesus certainly wasn't Lord. I didn't really care. It was when I was 16 that it finally clicked. I was at camp, and while I was there, I was sitting in the back of the room by myself, and was just spending that whole week just basically contemplating, like, what am I living my life for? Who am I living my life for? Why do I exist? Why am I here? And it kind of registered for me there that despite my insecurities, despite my addictions and me falling short all the time, that the Lord still loved me, and that He died for me, and that He cared enough about me to bring me into His family and adopt me. And so that's kind of when summer of 2008, when I was 16 at camp, that I kind of just was like, all right, Jesus, you're it. Like, I want you to be Lord. I want to follow you. I want to live for you. I want to do whatever I can for your kingdom. And it hasn't been without its ups and downs and different seasons of struggle. And but He's faithful always, and I'm extremely grateful for that. And He's been good.
You should remember this one. So, call to ministry.
Yeah, so like I said, I carried this not good enough mentality around, and it didn't just like suddenly go away whenever I became a believer. That was kind of the issue that I carried around with me despite all that, I worked at a camp when I was 19 as a... Oh, snap. What the heck? Go, dude. Oh, man, that just cost me. I was going through the book of Acts and just saw that God was using just ordinary, normal, regular people, just the kind of not good enough average Joe, you know, like Peter or John or Paul, and began to see that that's the kind of people that God uses. It was during my quiet times there that the Lord began to just really speak. God just began to help me understand the truth of what Jesus had done, that he had forgiven my sin and that he had created me for purpose and created to do the good works that he had prepared beforehand. And when I was able to kind of understand the extent of the cross and what it did for me and what Jesus did for me on the cross, that's when I was able to say, okay, here I am, send me. And so despite my insecurities, despite my inability to be faithful at times, God still wanted to use a dude like me who's just an average scrub. Why is Yoshi bad to play with?
No, it's just Yoshi is
an abomination.
Horrible, terrible. All right, here's the real story. He's always playing Super Smash Brothers, and Yoshi's an annoying little terrible turd who will not die in Super Smash Brothers.
You got Super Smash Brothers on this?
Just say. All right, we're back, and it turns out someone has stolen my copy of Super Smash Brothers. So if y'all see someone walking around with Super Smash Brothers when they got no business to, Smash Brothers Brawl, obviously, not the new one, you have Jeremy's permission to tackle them in the street and take that and return that to the offices of Martin Long and Murdoch.
If you can't tell, he's so mad that he's sweating profusely.
And it has nothing to do about me being out of shape, not at all.
Chewbacca?
So I want to thank you for coming on, Matt. It was fun playing video games with you.
I won every game.
Even though you didn't win a nice shiny gold trophy like me, we never want people to feel like they walked away unaccomplished. So I'm going to award you the title. When they print your Sagemont business cards, you're going to put this. You are the best Avenger to play on Mario Kart.
I'll take it. I'll celebrate that.
Bye, guys.
I just blew a kiss at him.